Hello everyone, this is Moshe, the electric Israeli on FSD. If you're new, please subscribe and help me change the world one electric car at a time. Thank you to all my supporters. If you're in the market to buy a Tesla car, please use my referral code. Follow me on X and support me on Patreon. As you can see, I'm running this film for you. This is the Xiaomi SU7. I mean, the most anticipated car in the last 6 months or so. Tons of reservations, 100,000 reservations. And today, I want to make a comparison between its real rival. This is what they said, that's not me, the Tesla Model 3. Now, before I'm going to do one at a time. Three trims versus three trims, one to one. But what I can tell you is that it is going to be starting to deliver this month, April, but only in China. So it's a competition in China, which is a huge market, but not the rest of the world, not Europe, because it's not out of China for a while. Okay, so we'll do that. So let me give you the specs and the prices for each one. So we start with the Xiaomi. It has three trims: the S, the Pro, and the Max. And the price of the S, the standard, is less than $30,000, $29,900, which is in China money is about $4,000 less. Like I said, April deliveries. Now the measurements are, the length is 5 meters. This is Model S style. The width is 196 millimeters, and the height is 144 millimeters, and the wheelbase is about 3 meters. So that's big. Now the trunk will give you about 517 liters. Like take a 1 liter bottle, you can fit 517 of it. In the front trunk, 105 liters. So that's not bad. LED lights, adaptive. And it's gonna have a very big display on the front glass of digital display. 16-inch front screen. And in the back, you can put you'll have two dockets that you can put an iPad. Now, Xiaomi, as you know, is a phone company, a la Apple computers, which never got their car to go ever, and also appliance company. So everything will be integrated in the cars, in all the trims. So they're gonna have, obviously, naturally, a lot of wireless phone chargers, including the at the doors. Okay, very generous glove box. Okay, that we can store like a laptop. Somebody says, even a little refrigerator, 4.6 liters. Huge glass roof. Very good against the sun rays. 25 speakers of a sound system, and they even made a test on the roof to see how it screens the sun rays. Did very well. Now, this is where it starts to get icy and dicey. It's the range. Now, the range is according to the CLTC, the Chinese standard, which is probably on drugs or something. So, on a 73.6 kilowatt hour battery, they are talking about 700 kilometers. I don't think so. Okay, I don't think so whatsoever. That's close to 450, 500 miles. That's not true. Now you can shave off at least 150 or 200 kilometers out of that. Okay. Now it does have a 295 kilowatt motor, and the speed is 5.2 seconds 0 to 60, and around 210 kilometers per hour top speed. Okay. Now I'm going to talk about their range later on. I'm going to tell you what happened. Actually, somebody tested it. Now the Model 3, as you know, it's been around since 2017. Okay, it's a great American sedan, produced in China as well, of course, and it got a major refresh almost a year ago in China and Europe, and a few months ago in the United States. I drove it, I tested it. It's a great car. Okay, so first of all, the design is a bit. If you know Model 3 and you see it, you know you saw Model 3. However, it has a lot of different line designs, different wheels, different caps. The backlights are now one piece with the trunk space door, and it is a different car. The interior is even more. No stocks, everything on the steering wheel, whether you like it or not. New materials, no more wood, upgraded. The glass is double glass throughout, including the roof, so the road noise is almost zero. Of course, it's not, but it's almost zero. So it is a tremendous upgrade. 15 minutes, it will supercharging will give 175 miles. Now I have to say, Tesla, not Xiaomi, Tesla above everybody else, any country in the world that Tesla is sold has one big advantage. It's a big one, and that is the superchargers. Okay, unbelievable. Now it does have, of course, a sunroof, but it is a ceiling roof, ceiling glass, but it's connected in a bar in the middle. Okay, it has all the great app and all the software updates that if you have a Tesla car, you know how great it is. And the safety #1 in the world, five-star safety, and like I said, all the software updates and the autopilot and the enhanced autopilot. And in the United States, of course, you have the full self-drive, which is awesome and amazing. Now here are some important specs. So right now, if you go to any website of Tesla Model 3, you get 2 trims. The third one is coming. We'll talk about it in a minute. So the rear wheel has 272 miles. I have a rear wheel Tesla Model 3. All the specs are correct. 272 miles, 0 to 65.8 seconds, 24 cubic feet of cargo. The weight is 3,891 pounds. Wheels options 18 and 19. Choose the 18 if you want good. If you want really good range. A center display of 15.4, a little smaller than Xiaomi, 8-inch rear display. Seating obviously 5 adults, and the ground clearing is 5.4 inches. Okay, so the overall length is 185.8 inches, and the overall height is 56.7 inches. And if you fold the mirrors, the width is 76.1 inches. And if you extend the mirrors, 82.2 inches wide. And like I said, the trunk, front and rear, 64.4 inches and 64.4 inches. That's the front and the trunk rear in terms of the width. Now, the standard range only will give you 170 kilowatt max speed in charging. So that's different. Now let's go back to the Pro trim of the Xiaomi, 94.3 kilowatt hours, range 830 kilometers. I don't think so. Not happening. Okay, 5.70 to 100 kilometers, 0 to 60, 5.5 I would say. $34,000. $34,000 the price. It is a 400 volt architecture, and so it would give you 350 kilometers in 15 minutes and 138 kilometers in 5 minutes. Now, Xiaomi has something incredible, and that's the drag coefficient, one of the best in the world, 0.195. That is lucid level. That is better than even the Hyundai. Okay, so it is a great term. Now, the long range Tesla Model 3, and I'm going to give you the prices in a minute. The long range has a 341 miles, okay? So that is true. That's EPA. That is a good estimate. 4.2 seconds, 0 to 60, obviously. Dual motor, 4,030 pounds weight, 24 cubic feet of cargo. We talked about it. Also has 18 and 19 inches of wheels. Same display, same everything, and so the charging is where the advantage is 250 kilowatt hour, 175 miles in 50 minutes. Now the prices. This is where Xiaomi is great. Now Xiaomi, like I said, Xiaomi is Model S territory in terms of size. Now in the United States, the Model 3 is priced all in 38,900 for the standard range, and for the long range is 47,740. Okay, so that is it. Now, if you translate it to Chinese money, it will be about $4,000 more than what Xiaomi is. Okay, now let's do the last one, and then I'll give you the anticipated specs of the ludicrous Model 3. That it's all out there. So the max specs for the Xiaomi is incredible. 2.78 seconds, 0 to 60. 265 kilometers per hour max speed, 663 horsepower, huge battery, 101 kilowatt hours, will give you estimated 810 kilometers. Again, we'll talk about it in a minute. In 800 volt specs, that's big. Price is amazing, a little bit less than $42,000. It will charge the car 510 kilometers in 15 minutes. That's because of the 800 volt, and 220 kilometers in 5 minutes. And of course, it's synchronized with all the Xiaomi iPhones. Now, the ludicrous Model 3 has been around. Here's some specs that I got from all kinds of websites. Obviously, it's not confirmed, but this is what it is. 162 miles per hour top speed. The range is about 304 miles. 2 motors, 158 kilowatt in the front and 303 in the front. The battery, it's obviously an NMC, a 79 kilowatt hour, so it's much smaller than the Xiaomi. On the Panasonic 2170 in the United States, you get 19 or 20-inch tire made by Pirelli. The weight is a little bit more than 4,000 pounds. It will have active suspension, which is great, and the charging up to 320 kilowatt. It will have the bucket sports seats. Now, let me just tell you about range, first of all, because range is very important. This Chinese standards, like I said, it's probably on some kind of a drug. It is not true. The WLTP, which is the European standard, is also not accurate. The EPA, the American EPA, is the most accurate. I'm telling you. I drove Teslas, I drove electric cars outside of the United States and inside of the United States and Canada, and the EPA is very, 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 very accurate. So the Chinese standard, and somebody actually tested the 830 kilometers so-called estimated range and got about 600 kilometers. Now, 600 kilometers is a lot. Now, if you look at the Chinese Model 3 specs, you get 600, 700 kilometers as well. So neither it's true. So you can shave 120 to 150 kilometers out of these specs. Having said that, it's a huge battery, great drag coefficient, beautiful design of the Xiaomi, a combination of Porsche and Tesla. And they said it, not me. They said we imitate the best. So what I'm saying, it is a great company. Now, there was some crash testing. I made a video about it. We'll see what happens when it comes out. It's going to be only in China, so it's a great competitor to the Tesla Model 3. Really, head-to-head in price and specs and range and in everything. Now, how fast they're going to produce it, they already have a factory. You know, the Chinese build car factory in about a week. It's not like in the United States, it takes so long. So we'll see what happens. It's very exciting. Competition is good. It pushes everybody to do better. So we'll see about if Tesla is going to match that price. Obviously, Tesla is available now, so people can buy it. But the Chinese, they love technology. They love new things. All right, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Continue to update.